Look, President Trump, he's already gave us the most secure border in history of the nation. But he's also trying to restore integrity in the immigration system, specifically the asylum laws. What Sotomayor didn't tell the American people is if you look at the last 10 years of data, nearly 9 out of 10 people who claim asylum end up with an order of removal because they don't qualify for asylum. They're not escaping fear and persecution from their homeland because of race, religion, or political affiliation. They're coming here for a job.
The Trump administration celebrating the Supreme Court's latest immigration decisions after notching 2 big-time victories yesterday. The court held that DHS can limit asylum processing claims and also end temporary protected status, or TPS, for hundreds of thousands of Haitian and Syrian migrants. Now, Democrats are lashing out.
We're all still just a bit shell-shocked by this lawless, cruel, and devastating ruling by Trump's justices.
Hundreds of thousands of individuals woke up with this dread, this fear in their hearts.
We stand with our Haitian and Syrian communities, and we always will. This decision makes no sense.
It is just part of his broader, frankly cruel program of attempting mass deportations across our country, and the Supreme Court just handed him another tool.
And joining us now to talk all about this is James Percival. He is DHS's general counsel. James, good morning to you.
Thank you for having me.
So, big ruling on TPS yesterday. Tom Homan says it's time for these Haitians to go home. My question for you is, will DHS allow some sort of a grace period for these Haitians to leave the country, or are you guys going to start arrests and deportations pretty much immediately?
Well, frankly, this case never needed to go to the Supreme Court. It's a very straightforward legal issue. The T in TPS stands for temporary, yet many of these designations go back decades. We have designations from 1998 for Hurricane Mitch that we're still trying to get rid of. But to answer your question, President Trump has been trying to end these programs since 2017. So these people have been on notice for 9 years that this day is coming. So what we would say now is it's closing time, which means you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. The good news is it's not too late to get a $2,600 check and a free flight home.
Looking at the bigger picture here, call for number 2, guys, there are countries all around the world that right now have TPS designation from the United States. We're talking about 1.3 million people, and the law is pretty clear on this, at least my interpretation of it, and SCOTUS just reaffirmed it yesterday, that it is up to the DHS secretary on how to handle these TPS designations, and that there is no judicial review here. So essentially it means these federal judges who have tried blocking this, they can't do it. So how does that apply to you guys moving forward when you're potentially looking at other countries to terminate TPS for?
Well, obviously we look at every case on its facts and we follow the statute, but many of these we've already attempted to end, and they're tied up in the lower courts with activist rulings trying to stop these from going into effect. As you said, the statute is very clear. These are not subject to judicial review, and so we are hopeful that this win in the Supreme Court will give us what we need to finally wind many of these programs down.
On another subject, DHS Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen had a pretty heated exchange with a Democrat on the Hill yesterday regarding the separation of families. Take a listen. We'll get your thoughts on the other side.
Again, it is my time. 3,900 children were separated from their families.
450,000 kids were lost during the Biden administration. You didn't say a word about it.
Mr. Secretary, do not interrupt.
Don't you point your finger at me. Don't be a hypocrite.
I will point my finger at you.
Don't you be a hypocrite then. Then you you should be as upset about the 450,000 kids that were lost. You didn't say a word about it. For 4 years, you never said a word.
Mr. Secretary.
Could you put him in his place for
don't yell at me.
You should be put in your place.
The secretary does have a point. More than 500,000 unaccompanied minor children crossed the border during the Biden administration. They lost track of hundreds of thousands of them. The New York Times reported some of them ended up working in slaughterhouses in Nebraska. We didn't hear a peep from Democrats about that back then. Your thoughts on that exchange?
Well, the secretary is absolutely right. I mean, I think it's helpful to paint a picture for what happens in these cases. Often a family member will pay a smuggler to smuggle these kids from Central America, which means they're turning the kids over to the cartels to be abused, to be sexually assaulted, and then they're ultimately abandoned in the desert. And what was happening was the Biden administration would find these kids, and then it would turn the kids over to the very people who paid the smugglers in the first place. All of this was foreseeable. They would have known that this was going to happen. And as the secretary said, they lost track of 450,000 kids. We've now located 146,000 of them, and we're not going to stop until we find every single one of them.
Yep, that's a great point. I remember being down at the border. The kids being trafficked wasn't even the worst sometimes. There were days in Eagle Pass when I saw, unfortunately, young children dead, drowned in the river, and people weren't saying a whole lot about that back then. James Percival, great to see you, and thanks for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.